What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Dollar Mike back at it again with another video, another Robinhood video, and yes, another Robinhood portfolio update for the month of November. So you guys basically know what the deal is when it comes to these Robinhood portfolio update videos. If you don't know, basically every single month, usually at the beginning of the month, I make a Robinhood portfolio update. I go over all the stocks that I currently have in Robinhood. If I'm planning on buying more or possibly selling it in the future, most of it is just buying more. And that's kind of it. We talk about that. I'll go over the dividends I made because overall this is a dividend platform. This is a dividend investing platform that I'm doing for myself. If you don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to dividends, then make sure you check out my Robinhood dividend video. But I don't want to waste your time because last time I said it was going to be a short video and it was like 37 minutes. And honestly, that's a little much. So I'm going to try to get through this video in 25 minutes tops. We'll see what happens, but I'm gonna try to run through it. If you've seen my other Robinhood videos, then you basically know what I have in Robinhood, but obviously I have more stocks than last time, or less stocks than last time, but you know, you can always ask me down in the comment section or on my Instagram or Twitter, anything like that. Either way, let's get into the video. Let's go. Before we actually begin, happy election day because today is election day. I'm recording this on November 2nd, Monday, November 2nd of 2020. Tomorrow is election day and this video will be up tomorrow about 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you voted, congratulations. If you didn't vote, maybe you probably just weren't old enough or maybe you just didn't vote. Hey, it is what it is. I recommend that everybody vote, but either way, we're past that point now. So this is what it is. This is where we are. Let's move forward. Anyway, let's get into Robinhood. Let's go. So, you know, the first thing we obviously have to do when doing a Robinhood portfolio update is actually open up the Robinhood app. So let's do that. Face ID, we're in. And as you can see, my account is still sitting at a little slight $9,000, $9,073.55. You can see today I'm actually up $174, basically about 2%. And after hours, I'm down about $2, basically 0.02%. The reason I actually brought up the election is because a lot of these stocks could possibly change depending on who wins the election, because some stocks could go up, some stocks could go down. I did make a video about that, but I had to do a lot of research myself just to be informed. So obviously everybody's different because everybody's involved in different things when they're investing. If your portfolio is a spitting image of mine, which I'm pretty sure is not, because my portfolio isn't anything special, this is entertainment purposes only. Yeah, if your portfolio is anything like mine, then maybe you'll do the same moves as me, maybe not, depending on who gets elected. I don't know. We'll find out in like a day and a half or a day, however long it takes. Either way, as you can see, this month actually in the stock market was pretty trash. Well, not this month, last month. Last month of October, pretty trash in the stock market. I'm not gonna lie. I lost about, the last week of October, I think I lost about $500 in the stock market. So you can see today, Monday, I'm up, like I said before, it's now down about $4 at after hours. You can see it over the past week, I'm actually down $276. Over the past month, I'm down another $267. Over the past 3 months, I'm actually up $89, or basically $90, 1%. Over the past year, which we haven't reached a year yet because I started doing the whole Robinhood thing basically around the market crash of this year, which was March 20th. That's when I started just depositing a whole bunch of money. Make sure you just watch my other videos to find out more about that. But yeah, hasn't reached a year yet, but we're almost there. We're almost there. So once we get to March next year, we'll have a whole year of stuff just to mess around with, a whole year of statistics, and that's cool. But overall, this year so far, I'm basically up 21%, which is $1,576.86. And then overall, since I had my Robinhood account open, 21% or 20.99 now, $1,573.90. As you can see below that, I actually have buying power of $176. I'm actually trying something new here where I keep a little bit of money just in buying power, just in case I see a stock or whatever that I want to grab, that I can just go ahead and grab it anytime without actually depositing any money into Robinhood. I want to actually try and keep 5% of my portfolio into the Robinhood app just as buying power, just as cash to use on any stock that I may choose to use. So basically 5% of $9,000 is about, what, $450, something around that point. So 5% of that, I don't have $450 sitting here, I only have about $176, but you get the point. Either way, I want to have a little bit of buying power, a little bit of leeway. If anything may pop off, IPOs, anything, you don't know. Anything like that might pop off, and I might want to buy some stocks. So there you go. That's why the money's sitting there, and it'll probably be sitting there for some time. So yeah. But without further ado, let's actually get into what you watched this video for, because we're already sitting at about 7 minutes. So let's scroll down and actually start with the stocks that I have, and then we'll talk about if I'm buying them, keeping them. I'm not going to go super in depth anymore because, like I said, most of the stocks that are new are at the end of this list, not in the middle, in the beginning, anything like that. So let's do it. Either way, Nintendo. Nintendo's still solid. I still plan on buying more Nintendo. I'm not buying too many more right now. I'm not really too worried about right now. I'm kind of focused on other things. I told you guys before, my main focus was to get 10 shares of every single stock I have. And I also want to actually try to get the dividend stocks that I have, keep them all on Robinhood, and any stocks that aren't paying me dividends. So any stocks that's not going to pay me any dividends, I want to move them to a different investment platform. Just because I always want to separate the money. I want to see what I can do with growth versus dividends. I know I said like 2 portfolio updates ago that I wasn't going to do that and I was going to put everything into one investment, but I lied. So, and things change. So here we are. This is what we're doing. Either way, Nintendo, I plan on buying more, not anytime soon. It's right now, it's pretty high. I think it's near its all-time high. So I wouldn't bother buying Nintendo right now. But if you want to hop in, go ahead and hop in. I wouldn't recommend it personally. Next up is Microsoft. Microsoft, I think, is actually a good buy right now. It went down a decent amount after that 1 week crash we kind of had last week. It was sitting at about, I think, like 220 last week. Something like that. 213 last month. Yeah, about 213, 220 about a couple weeks ago. But either way, I think 202 is a solid buy for Microsoft. I would still try to get in under $200, but $200, I mean, it is what it is. I definitely will be buying more, though. There's no question. It's Microsoft. Let's be real. SPHD. I consistently buy this over time. I'm not personally buying any more right now. You can see I'm up 8% with them. I have about 10 shares, but I'm not personally buying any more right now, so I'm not too worried about it. Next up is PSEC. Same thing kind of goes. I have about 10 shares or 11 shares of this actually. We got a dividend coming on November 19th. I'm not really worried about it right now because, like I said, I'm worried about getting 10 shares of every single stock that I have in Robinhood and just making sure everything's right with my portfolio as far as the way I just want it to be. So that's kind of what I'm focused on right now. Personal goals for my own portfolio. You can obviously make personal goals for your own portfolio and we can go forward with that. So like I said, I'm just going to keep telling you if I'm going to buy more, basically, if I'm buying it now, if I'm just going to sell it anytime soon. So that's where we're at right now. Medical Properties Trust is real estate. I have about 10 shares of that. We're overall up with it. And I will be buying more. I'm consistently buying real estate stocks. They pay out a monthly dividend, which is very nice. And I appreciate that. So that's cool. Chatham Lodging Trust, same thing goes. Real estate. Have 16 shares. I'm overall up 25% with it. And I will be buying more. No question about that. I'm consistently buying. Not a lot of money. You can do like $5 a week, maybe $5 a month. It doesn't matter. Just consistently invest over time and you'll be good. Either way, the next one up is Realty Income. Realty Income is another real estate stock. I have about 5 shares of it. I'm overall up 7% with it, and I will be buying more because I'm actually consistently buying more of this every single week. Every single week, I actually put $10 towards this particular stock. So, solid stuff. Real estate, they paid solid dividends, and they're usually monthly dividends, so it works out. I like it. Another real estate one that actually a subscriber put me onto, I can't remember your name because that was a while back, but I did, heart your comment and everything like that. But I really appreciate your comment. I appreciate everybody's comment, so make sure you drop a comment down below and just say anything. Either way, EPR Properties is another real estate stock. They also pay a monthly dividend. I have almost about 5 shares. I'll be buying more. Definitely got to get to 10. So, and they're pretty cheap too. It's $24. Not that bad. And this one's the last real estate stock, I believe, and that is Gladstone Land. I have about 1 share of them. I'm overall down 5%, but that means it's a good time to buy. I just kind of got into it, so it's okay. And I actually got into it at a bad time. I got into it when the market had did the whole dip last week, so it's all right. It works out. Either way, I'll be buying more. Got to get up to 10 shares. Next up is Pfizer. Pfizer, I'm already sitting at 10 shares. Hopefully they can get that vaccine going. If they can get that vaccine going, I don't see why this price wouldn't shoot up. So we'll see in a couple weeks coming up. So either way, I'm planning on buying more. I'm not really too worried about buying more right now, but they get that vaccine going and trust and believe it's going to go. And that's anybody, really. Any of these medical companies, any of these medical companies, if they can actually get a vaccine for the pandemic that's outside, then their stock's going to shoot up. It just makes perfect sense. So Pfizer, hopefully it's you. If it's not, it is what it is. But I got some, and overall I'm up with Pfizer anyway. Next up is Boeing. I bought Boeing back when the market crashed in March. I haven't bought any since. I bought the 5 shares in March, never bought anything since. Overall up 48% with them, $243. Do not plan on buying any more anytime soon. Just letting you guys know for transparency reasons. I don't plan to, but hey, you do what you want. AT&T, I'm consistently investing with AT&T, not heavily, but I'm consistently investing. I'm overall down with AT&T right now because of that whole drop that we had last week, and that's kind of it. I'll probably be buying more. They're paying me out a dividend on November 2nd, which is today, so that's pretty nice, and it's $5. That's great. 10 shares, $5. That's a great. I think that's a solid dividend. Either way, and they always pay a solid dividend. AT&T does at least. Coca-Cola is next up. You guys know Coca-Cola. Overall up with them. Plan on buying more. I'm only at 3 shares. I need to get to 10. That simple. Waste Management, I don't have a share yet. I need to get to 10. I really need to get to 1. So I'll be buying more. Overall up with them. Waste Management, I still want to get them under $100 before I try to buy more because I still think it's I still think it's like just a little overpriced. It doesn't really move, so it's okay. Like as far as the price, it doesn't really move, but I don't want to pay 110. It's that simple. I don't want to pay 107. I don't want to pay 103. I'm good on it. Next up, Barrick's Gold, or just gold basically. 3 shares. I need to get to 10 just to balance out the portfolio more. I probably actually buy more than 10 of this just to balance out the portfolio, like I said. But we're solid. We're solid. I'll consistently invest in this. It's no big deal. It's just gold. I'm not too heavy on investing in gold. This way I invest in gold in real life with actual jewelry, but it's cool, I guess. Bank of America, my personal bank, or at least one of my personal banks that I personally don't even like that much. But either way, Bank of America, solid. I only have 1 share. I probably at least try to get to 5, but I'm not really too worried about these banking stocks right now, so it is what it is. Key Bank, solid dividend. I have about 3 shares. Plan on getting to 10 one of these days, but I got a lot of stocks on here, so it is what it is. But I do plan on buying more. Ally Financial, or Ally Bank, love Ally. I mentioned Ally on the channel a couple times. Pretty solid. Plan on buying more. There's no question there. I have about 2 shares, and I hope to have more. And I'm up 80%. What? I'm up 80% with Ally. Amazing. Look at that. Next up is Halliburton. They handle oil and gas. Up 101% with them. This might be actually a solid time to sell this because I actually don't know what's going to happen come tomorrow or after the election or whatever as far as these oil and gas company stocks. Those oil and gas company stocks could go up, like skyrocket, depending on who gets in office, or they could go straight down and maybe the energy stocks will go up like, like Tesla and whatever it had may be. Like Tesla, all the solar energy stocks, and that'll be that. So let me get back to where I was because I clicked on something. I thought I swiped up. So either way, depending on who gets in office, those stock prices will change. I'm pretty sure pretty drastically. So we'll see what happens. Next up is Centerpoint Energy, one of those energy stocks I was telling you about. I have about 5 shares. Plan on buying more. Overall up 28.5%. And like I said, plan on buying more. Got to get to 10 shares. Southern, a dividend aristocrat. Been paying out a solid dividend for a long time, super long time. A lot of these stocks on here do that. I only have 1 share. Plan on buying more. The stock price doesn't move too much, so I'm not too worried about it. CVS, cool stuff. 1 share. They pay out a solid dividend, I think, for a share. And I'll probably be buying more. I'm not in too much of a rush to buy more, but I plan on buying more. So that's pretty simple. Dime Brands, I actually might sell Dime Brands. And I did sell one of these stocks on this list. I can't remember the name of it, so I'll tell you guys at the end of the video because I'm going to check my photos to see what the actual name of it was. But Dime Brands, I'm pretty sure I'm up 61% off of 2 shares. So that's a pretty solid bet. I like that a lot. And I'll most likely won't be buying any more. I'm not too pressed on Dime Brands. I don't know if they paid me a dividend. I'll have to double check that later on, but I haven't seen one. And if they do, it might only be like once a year, which is it's okay. I'm good on it, especially if it's not a lot. Next up is Hanes Brands, the underwear, and they handle a whole bunch of different other stuff. Up 91%. I should have bought more of this when it was that cheap. $8. It's at 16 now. Literally, like basically 100% gain. 3 shares. I need to buy more. I don't know if it's a good time to buy. I'll have to look into that and do my own research to find out. Next up is ExxonMobil. You guys know ExxonMobil. They handle gas stations. You can see I'm down 13% with ExxonMobil. Overall, they pay a very solid dividend, so I'm going to hang on to them. I do not plan on buying more shares at the time. I might, but it really depends on who wins this election and how things go. And that'll basically decide if I buy more or don't buy more. If Biden wins, then I probably won't buy more. But I don't know. It really just depends on what happens because he can win and these can still shoot up, even though they wouldn't really make sense to. But he can win, they can still shoot up because the way his plan will go, he wants to actually regulate a lot of the oil that's coming into this country, from my understanding. So I'll have to see. Shell is the same way, which is next. So Shell is actually next, and I'm down 17% with Shell with only 3 shares. It depends. I might buy more. It really depends. So I don't know yet, but I'll know in a couple of days. And then I'll let you know probably on Twitter. So make sure you follow me on Twitter to find out. Next up is Verizon. I need to get more shares of Verizon. There's no question. I only have 1.37 shares. I need more. I do plan on buying more. I want to get to 10 with Verizon. Verizon's going to be around forever. Just letting you know. It's that simple. Western Digital, they make hard drives. I actually just bought, I think they actually bought SanDisk. Look at this. SanDisk is right here. Check that out. It's my SanDisk SSD. At least one of them. I have a lot of SanDisk and Western Digital things. Just bought some of their products. I love their products. They just make hard drives and storage devices and stuff for your computers and stuff like that. Nothing crazy. Overall, I'm down with them. I do plan on buying more because I'm so down with them. But once I hit 10, that'll probably be it. I'm not going to be bothered with this company anymore. Only because they pay a solid dividend, but that's about it. It's cool stuff, though. It's cool stuff. I do plan on buying more, though. So, yeah. Next up is actually Emerson. Emerson is another one of those dividend aristocrats. I have 2 shares of them. Do plan on buying more. Overall, I'm up 32% with them, which is kind of surprising because I didn't expect the price to jump that much as it did, but it is what it is. I'm kind of disappointed because I could have got more shares at the time. I just didn't think this price was going to jump that much, but I got 2 shares. I'll probably buy more slowly. I won't just go and buy 5, 6 shares at once. I'll buy more slowly over time. That's what I'm telling you. Just invest over time. You'll be golden. Next up is Disney. Overall up as well, 12% with them. Only have about 1 share. I'll probably end up trying to reach 5 maybe by the end of this year, hopefully. I only got like a month and a half left, which is kind of crazy. Well, 2 months basically left. So it's like, I don't know, maybe by the end of this year, but maybe by March, something like that. Because I do, like I said, 10 shares, that's the goal. All these stocks, they have to hit 10 shares, and that's about it. Apple, consistently buying Apple every single week. 5 shares, $5 every single week. Overall, I'm down with Apple, actually. I'm down 1.53%. I'll be buying more. There's no question. It's Apple. Apple is also, to me, a forever company. I see growth in this company. I've seen growth in this company for basically forever, so I have no issue with it. I'll be buying more. No question. That's it. General Mills, another dividend aristocrat. Overall, I'm down less than 1%, so I'm not too worried about it, but their price really hasn't fluctuated since I bought it. I bought it a while ago, and you can see, I bought it a while ago at $60, and you can see right now, it's at $59. So, not too worried about getting to 10 shares on this, but I will get to 10 shares on this because they pay out a solid dividend. So, that's pretty much it. And you can see right here, the dividend for basically holding 1 share is 53 cents. I think that's pretty good. So, yeah. Next up is Philip Morris, another dividend aristocrat. Only have 1 share of them as well. Overall, down 4%. You can see the price hasn't changed with this one as much either. $74 when I bought it, and it's only $71 now. Basically, not really much of a change. I take a loss. It's okay. I'm going to buy more. Flower Foods, same thing goes. I'm going to buy more. I'm overall up just a little bit, 5%. But like I said, these are all companies that pay out nice dividends, so I'll be buying more. Same thing with Johnson & Johnson. 1 share. Overall, down 6%. I'll be buying more, though, either way. Same thing with Grainger. Grainger, I don't know. Grainger has been around a while. Either way, I don't even have a share of Grainger. I don't even have a tenth of a share of Grainger. So why do I even own this? I mean, I'm up 31%, so that's pretty solid. Like, I put $30 in, and I made, or I put like however much in, I made a decent amount of money. So, I mean, $7 I think is a decent amount of money considering I basically didn't put anything in there. So, yeah, solid stuff. I wish I could get a share of Grainger. It'll take some time because you can see it's sitting at $363 a share. And you can see when I bought it at $25, I bought like $25 worth of it at about $276 a share. So it's basically up a lot, like, which is kind of ridiculous. So, hey, here's what it is. Next up is NXP Semiconductors. They handle 5G, because that's all they were talking about in that Apple press conference. I don't know if you guys seen it, but I saw it. And that's all they were talking about was 5G and how 5G was just so amazing and ready and here and all kinds of stuff. Verizon says the same thing. T-Mobile says the same thing. AT&T, I don't think they've really been saying the same thing about 5G. Either way, 5G is cool. 5G is not ready yet because it only works, at least Verizon's only works when you're near one of those nodes where you're going to get real 5G speeds. And for T-Mobile is actually doing a different thing with their 5G, which is more of like I think it's more of a low band, so it can go through walls, because Verizon's, basically can't go through any walls. I don't know why I'm going this deep into it, but yeah, 5G, it's cool, it's great. I'm so happy the technology exists. It's not prime time yet. That simple. Either way, since it's not prime time yet, this stock price isn't prime time yet either. So I can see this going to $500 one day. Who knows when, but I'll be buying more. It's that simple. Sirius XM, I got all these for free. I will not be buying any of them or any Sirius XM stock, but I got them all for free. So thank you very much for those 4 free shares of Sirius XM for signing up using my link down below to get yourself a free stock in Robinhood. And I believe if you sign up right now with Webull, you'll actually get 5 free stocks. So if you sign up right now with Webull, because I mean, I'm not like loyal to any of these companies or any of these brands or any of these apps. If you sign up with Webull down below right now, you'll get 5 free stocks. I don't really know. That's a lot of money. Like I said, you don't have to keep the stocks. You sell them once you get them. Sell them. Take the money out, and that's just free money in your bank account. It's that simple. Anyway, Dover, another dividend aristocrat, up 27%. We'll be buying more, but I'm not too worried about buying it. But I do want to buy some more. Cincinnati Financial. I think this is actually, this isn't a bank. I feel like this is insurance. I can't really remember off the top of my head, but it is a lot to keep track of. And somebody actually mentioned that on and that's why I'm like trying to cut down this portfolio, which you'll see most likely in the next portfolio update. I just didn't have time to do it in this portfolio update, but I do want to cut down this portfolio a decent amount because there's honestly a lot of stuff to keep track of and I simply can't. So not trying to like say I can because I can. It's that simple. 2 shares overall up. I'll probably be buying a little bit more maybe, but I'm not too pressed for it right now. Colgate, same thing goes. Dividend Aristocrat, I'll get to 10. Not really too worried about getting to 10 anytime soon, but I'll get to 10 when I get to 10, and they pay out a solid dividend. Procter and Gamble, same thing goes. I'll get to 10 when I get to 10, and I think I'm up 20%. Ooh, was that 20%? Oh yeah, up 20%. Solid gains. Very solid gains. Lowe's is next up. I like Lowe's. I like Home Depot. I like Lowe's more than the Home Depot, but I'll be buying more Lowe's. Maybe up to about 5 shares. I'm not really too pressed about Lowe's, but they do pay a solid dividend. I do like them, so I'll take it. Genuine Parts, they handle car parts. 1 share, overall up 20%. You can see the used car market right now is booming. A lot of people aren't buying new cars, they're just fixing their old ones, and that's what Genuine Parts comes in handy because they basically supply all the parts for your old cars besides Tesla, I think. I don't think they make Tesla car parts, but either way, yeah, I'll be buying more. 3M, they handle a whole bunch of different things. I have almost a share, 9% up, and yeah, I'll be buying more. I gotta get to at least a share, like come on now. Teradyne, this is another 5G company, up 24% since I bought in, and I'm pretty sure this stock will go to maybe like $150, $200 within a year. Just saying. Just my 2 cents. Next up is Target. I need to just let Target go like right now because I don't really care. Like Target does pay a solid dividend. I give them that, but I'm just not focused, and it's too many stocks. I'm not focused on all these stocks. I can't be focused on all these stocks because it's a lot to focus on. Overall, I'm up 28% with Target since I bought in at I basically bought like $12 worth of Target or whatever like that, something like that, and I'm up 28%, which is amazing. It's amazing, but I need to cut back on something, and this might be one of those stocks I cut back on. I'm not saying it's a bad stock; it's actually really good, but I just need to focus. So yeah, not right now, but I'll let you know when I do. Next up is American Express, and we're actually almost on this list. I'll be buying more. Overall, down 7% with American Express. I'll be buying more. It's that simple. Cedar Fair, they handle amusement parks and whatnot. Overall, down 1% with them. I'll be buying more. Not anytime soon because number one, it's cold outside now, so not that many amusement parks, at least on the East Coast, are open, besides probably the ones in Florida, and they're probably still not open because of everything that's going on outside. So I'm not too pressed about this price changing anytime soon. We'll see. But right now, I'm not really too pressed about it. I'll buy more when I buy it more. It won't be anytime soon, though. Roundhouse Betting, or BETZ, they handle basically betting for sports betting, all that kind of different sort of stuff, betting, casinos, everything like that. Overall up 21%. I'm not really worried about buying more right now because I already have 10 shares, but I will be buying more. Oh man, this one hurts me to say, bruh, but Cinemark, I should just went ahead and sold this last time I think we talked because I'm pretty sure I was out with Cinemark last time we talked. Either way, I love Cinemark. I have 12 shares of Cinemark, but as you can see, I am down 22% with Cinemark for obvious reasons. I mean, the movie theater industry is just not popping right now, and it makes a lot of sense because everyone's home. So I'm not going to sell them because I like Cinemark personally. I can see growth eventually, but I just, I'm hoping for the best. I guess that's all I got to say. Hoping for the best. We'll see what happens. Southwest Airlines, I actually was going to buy some more of this today, and I probably still will. 2 shares of it. I want to get to 10. Just that simple. I like Southwest. It's cool stuff. Tesla. So Tesla, I'm not selling Tesla until they can buy me a Tesla. So basically, if these shares can't buy me a Tesla, I will never sell this stock. I love Tesla. I'm up 3% with Tesla, which is about $32. Yeah, $32. And that's about 2.6 shares. So boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow. Next up, Wrecker Systems. I actually got this from a friend. I'm overall down 42%, but I'm holding out because number one, it's cheap, so I'm not really missing out any money. I'm not missing out that much money. It's only $3 a share right now, or basically $4 a share. And I have this money also. I have this stock in another portfolio, and I'm actually up like 25% or something like that. So I just haven't basically moved the money over from the Robinhood app to that app to like balance it out and everything. I wanted to at least get a decent amount of loss back. So yeah. Either way, this probably won't be on here next month. So don't really pay too much attention to this. You can definitely do your research on it. I need to do mine, to be honest. But yeah. Next up is TSM, or Semiconductor Manufacturing. They make those chips inside those iPhones, as well as other phones, as well as some other devices. But I'm overall up 4% with them. I'll probably end up buying more shares, consistently buying over time. Slow growth from this one. Nothing crazy. Ford, I actually got in on Ford. I do like Ford. I'm interested and what they have to offer as far as electric cars and stuff goes in the future. I mean, everybody's making their own electric car now, which is great. There's nothing wrong with that. But Ford is one of those companies that really can't die because the government just decides, oh yeah, we're just gonna keep bailing them out no matter what, no matter how bad things get, we're just gonna bail them out. So it is what it is. And I also like the Ford Bronco that's possibly coming out, or well, I guess is coming out in the near future. So overall, I'm only down a little bit with Ford. I have about 3 shares. I'll probably just reach 10, take it easy, maybe 20 because they're so cheap, something like that, maybe 30. I don't know. Chase, I thought I was almost done. I'm not almost done, but either way, we're at 30 minutes, and I don't want to have you guys on here for like an hour. Chase, I'm overall down with Chase right now. I don't really have much of Chase right now, but I will be buying more. I'm a Chase customer, so let's jump in. And GM, if this is not the last one, I really don't know what the last one is. GM, same thing goes. It's the same argument with GM basically it is with Ford. I don't know if you guys have seen that new Hummer, but it looks great. It's electric. It makes a lot of sense for a Hummer, basically, because we all know what a Hummer is, or we might know, but I'll put some pictures up. I put pictures up of the old Hummer, new Hummer. Either way, it's all electric, the new Hummer. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I probably won't buy it myself, but it's a nice little truck, you know what I'm saying? So either way, Ford, GM, same thing kind of goes for both of them. And I think lastly is Slack. So Slack, I just think is very undervalued right now, and that's why I'm buying in on them. I'm actually moving the money off of Robinhood onto somewhere else for this one and a couple of other stocks. But Slack is one of those ones where you probably won't see it on this portfolio update going forward. But I'm still invested in Slack, and I'll consistently invest in Slack over time. I think getting in at this price, $25, is a solid price to get in at. I think it's a really, really solid price to get in at. I think it's extremely undervalued. So, you know, do your research, and that's about it. And yes, it is. That was the last one. So let me go to the top and see what we have going on as far as October dividends. Where are we getting dividends from October? Because dividends have been adding up, and I need to actually add them up and show you guys the total dividend for the month of October, because I haven't done that before. So let's get into it real quick. Let's see what we got the dividends, and that'll basically be the end of the video after we see the dividends. So let's see. Let's go back to October 1st, and we can see we got $1.13 from GDP, which is genuine parts, $1.33 from Coca-Cola, semiconductors I got 14 cents, medical properties trust I got $2.70. Philip Morris, I got 67 cents. TSM, which is the Taiwan Semiconductor. I'm gonna let it slide. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturer. I'm remembering this stuff. 10 cent from them. Realty Income, I got 78 cent. Cincinnati Financial, another $1.24. PSEC, 66 cent. Land, 5 cent. And SPHD, $1.57. So that is it. You can see all the ones pending for the month of November, and it's a decent amount, and sometimes more pop up. It just depends on when they actually decide to pay out their dividends to their shareholders, and that'll be it. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit it with a like button. If you did enjoy it, make sure you hit the dislike button twice, or just let me know why you didn't enjoy it down in the comment section, to be completely honest, because obviously I always think there's room to grow in these videos, especially in these dividend update videos. I think it's room to grow for me, for what I'm showing to you guys. I tried to run through it this time because I really wanted to get across the point that a lot of these stocks will not be in the next portfolio update. You'll see the ones that aren't in there in the next portfolio update, and that's kind of that. So without further ado, that is it. But I do want to tell you, I sold one stock. I made about a 97% gain. Gotta check my photos because I screenshotted it. Can't remember what it was on the top of my head, but I made like a 97% gain, and I was like, and I actually sold it at a great time. Man, what was it called? This is it. I sold it at a great, Dunkin'. So Dunkin' Donuts, Dunkin' Brands, right here. It was sitting at about, cover my face. It was sitting at about like $100 a share. I bought it in at $50 a share, just about. So I made about a 92% gain. Yep, and I sold all of them. I only had 2-3 shares, I think, like that. I sold them all, and that was kind of it. I was good on it, and I moved the money basically to something else in the portfolio. That is how you gotta do it sometimes, because I didn't plan on buying any more shares of Dunkin'. Just like a lot of these stocks, I don't even plan on buying a lot more shares of, so I just need to go ahead, sell them, take my gains, and put it into something that'll make me even more money in the future. So that's all it is. That's my strategy. Your strategy could be completely different, but that's all I got for this video. So I'm out. Dollar Mike. Peace.